What we got here? Got anybody there? Can't see. Let's have a little look. No. How we all doing, folks? We got a few people here today. Hey, just a quick little broadcast I'm doing. So I hope you're all keeping well. Who we got here? I think I might have seen. Oh, hold on. Can hardly reach this. Leadbelly, was it? Hey up, I heard. Hey up, Joe. Hey, we got a few people here. Pierre, Gregory. We got John as well. And we have Daniela. Nice to see you all. I'm just doing a little bit of playing, just a little bit of practicing. Just wondered how you're all doing. What you do when you get lonely? No one waiting by your side. Like a fool, I fell in love with you. You turned my whole world upside down, Layla. Just been kind of thinking of doing a kind of Layla lesson. Oh God, this is crazy. Hold on. It's just not working. I'm trying to get a bit of the guitar in so you can see what's happening here. But I'm thinking of doing a lesson on Layla by Eric Clapton. I don't know if that's everybody's cup of tea, but I suppose it's one of those classics that everybody seems to want to learn who's a kind of Clapton fan and stuff like that. But anyways, I'm interested in what all you guys have been doing. That's just as interesting as anything I'm doing. So that's one of the reasons I'm touching base, is just to see what you're all practicing at the moment. Have a nice day, Joe. Hey, Patrick, nice to see you there. Yeah, great. In fact, I don't know why I'm not doing this here. I think what I can do is if I put you on the TV, then I can actually see you guys, which would be good, and what you're saying and stuff. It's just a quick broadcast. I'm only going to be here 10 minutes, showing you a few little things that I've been practicing and stuff like that, just in case you're interested. So, what are your thoughts on Layla? Does anybody like Layla? Is that something folks like? Everybody's quiet there. So, what are your thoughts? Right, that's better. I can actually see what's going on now. You do. Yeah, well, it's kind of. You all kind of like it, yeah. Gregory, Mick, you all seem to like it, which is good. Brian, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a full-on lesson on this. Leadbelly, yeah. And Bristol Blue. Wow, just quite a few of our usual audience here today, which is really nice, really cool. Pierre likes it as well. Yeah, okay, so you got this kind of D shape. B flat, C, D. So that's the kind of first thing you got to get down. It's like this partial D thing, yeah, like so. And that middle finger's going on and off the 5th string of the 3rd fret. it's that B flat chord which is awkward. It's never an easy chord to play. And a C in that way and back to your D. And then you have this kind of. All that kind of intro bit. And then you're into the. What do you do when you get lonely? No one waiting by your side. Yeah, F sharp minor. Like a fool, fell in love with you. You turned my whole world upside down. Layla, you got me on my knees, Layla. Begging, darling, please, Layla. Darling, won't you ease my worried mind? Yeah, it's a nice little lick, Lead Belly. That's your kind of intro lesson. Hey Leo, good to see you. Sounds Spanish to you, does it, Lead Belly? Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of just all based around a D minor kind of pentatonic. Yeah, it's like a D minor pentatonic. You know, all in fact, all the solo, all the intro, everything is with a few little chromatic things thrown in. So all that is. That's all around that D minor shape. Yeah? I'll be breaking all this down in a kind of lesson anyway. So, you know, not too much to worry about there. I think it's going to be a 2-part lesson, probably. Hey, Patrick, hello there. So it's probably going to be a 2-part lesson, you know. I'll be looking at the actual chords of the song. What do you do when you get lonely? No one waiting by your side. Like a fool, I fell in love with you. You turned my whole world upside down. Layla, you got me on my knees, Layla. I'm begging, darling, please, Layla. Darling, won't you? All that kind of thing is all around that kind of intro thing, yeah? And then you got the other main kind of riff, which I'm kind of working on at the moment. It's quite a long lick, that, so you know it's going to take quite some time. It's pointless me kind of going into too much detail on that side of things, but it's actually easy to work your way. It's not too difficult to work your way through the chords of this, okay? I'll just shout them out for anybody who's got a pen and paper handy. You can scribble them out and play through the verse if you like, yeah? So you got a C sharp minor 7, a G sharp 7. So that's C sharp 7 minor, G sharp 7, back to the C sharp minor 7, and then a C, D, E, E7, F sharp minor, B, E, A, F sharp minor, B, E. And then the A takes you into the Layla. And you know, I'm still working my way through this. So if you like all that kind of bluesy stuff, Clapton is obviously an absolute master of all this kind of phrasing and things like that. He's very, very good with that type of thing. Let me just see if that kind of makes matters a little bit better. Yeah, it does. Okay, that's a little bit better. So I'd like to know what all you guys have been practicing as well. I've also been doing a little bit of Robert Johnson, which is coming to those patrons, any patrons out there who are looking for a little bit of Robert Johnson. I've been kind of going through this. When you got a good friend that will stay right by your side. When you got a good friend that will stay right by your side. Give her all your spare time, love and treat her right. I mistreated my baby, can't see no reason why. I mistreated my baby, I can't see no reason why. She's a brown-skinned woman, sweet as a girlfriend can be. Could be right. Oh, could be wrong, but could be right. Yeah, as you know, I'm a bit of a fan of the old Robert Johnson stuff. Really like his kind of stuff. I've been working on quite a few of his things, so. You like a bit of Name That Tune? It's going down very well, the old Name That Tune, isn't it? Thanks, Jenna. I'm glad you're enjoying this content and everything. Really do appreciate you making a comment there. It's really good. Really great to hear that kind of stuff. So, yeah, so I'm just taking a little bit of a break really from my busy schedule of trying to get some content up and running, you know, for the So I'm back on a week on Friday, and it is Christian. Just to let you know, it is standard tuning with a drop D. This string, top string, is dropped down to a D, and the rest is just standard tuning. Patricia, hello. I'm not doing a show this Friday, so this is why I'm touching bases now, just to say hello to a few folks, a few of the fans out there who have been fantastic. Always turn up whenever I come on here. So I'll be back with the Joe Show a week today, and we'll be doing all the usual kind of stuff. You're very welcome, Daniela. I know that some people are out in Australia, New Zealand and things like that. You know, it's kind of, hey, Murphy's, hello, James. Great day. Yeah, so remember the drop D. You'll be all right on that. Yeah, I love this song. I like Fleetwood Mac and Stevie Nicks. This is a very hard song to play, if I'm being perfectly honest. That's not to say don't have a go at it. But sometimes I think it can be a mistake if you're not kind of up for the job. You can slow yourself down trying to learn things like this. I mean, I did the same thing, trying to play things I wasn't ready for. It just doesn't always work. You're better off kind of practicing some of the finger exercises and things like that, so you can kind of get there. I get some kind of funny messages from people on this kind of lesson, you know, saying I've just started to play guitar and I'm finding this difficult. And I think, what are you doing trying to play that when you've just picked up a guitar? It's not going to work, you know. It's I think the problem with doing that kind of thing is that you put the guitar down and you're not going to pick it up again. So it's really, really important to try and just graduate your learning. So you start off simple, and then you progress with things that are slightly more difficult as you kind of go. There's so many songs to kind of know that one? You started with Deep Purple riff all night long, yeah? Yeah, this is a nice one. Keep practicing these numbers, even when you've been playing the guitar a very, very long time. There's only so much you can hold in your brain. I mean, you know, I just simply cannot remember all the stuff that I do, because it amounts to hundreds and hundreds of songs. So, you know, you tend to remember all the stuff that you're playing out live and things like that. So yeah, it's kind of important to just concentrate on a few numbers. Don't get too bogged down. Keep it all manageable. It is called Man of Constant Sorrow, Lead Belly. So it's... I'm a man of constant sorrow. I've been trouble all my way. Kind of stuff, yeah. I did do it months ago, Lead Belly. Well remembered. Where are you from, Lead Belly, anyway? you come up with quite a lot, and I'm never sure, do you always use the same name? I don't even know if you're a patron or if you're on the Facebook group, but I've obviously seen you around for quite some time now, and I'm curious. You've spiked my curiosity. I'm a man of constant sorrow. I've seen trouble all my way. I bid farewell to old Kentucky, the place where I was born and bred. So you can have some fun with that. Again, that's with a drop D as well. So just by dropping this D string, you know, you've got all those kind of things. And if you haven't got a capo, you can actually practice that never going back. And if you're kind of at that stage, yeah. And if you can play it in that open position there, you can play it up here where it's actually played. This is the hardest position to play the song in, because it's not played there. But some people have said, well, I haven't got a capo, how can I play it? Well, you just play it there. And it's hard, as you can hear. Anyway, we won't go there too much, but that's a great song if you're an intermediate player. And, you know, I was talking about finger exercises and things like that. Well, that song within itself is like an exercise, and that's what I like about it so much. Lead Belly. No, I wasn't worried about you donating or anything like that, Katie. It's nice to know your name anyway. Yeah, I just wondered. Yeah, I don't do social media myself, Katie, to be honest with you. But the nice thing about that Facebook group that I've started off is it's kind of it's great because, you know, it's all I do on the social media. I don't do all the personal stuff. I get like a lot of people trying to friend me and stuff, but I just keep it to that Facebook group page. So I appreciate if you don't do it, but it is a good little group, Katie. It'd be great to have you over there because we all kind of play and give each other kind of help and stuff like that. So it's just a thought, but I appreciate you may not do that. Okay, so Jenna Gorin, what's the best advice to sing and play at the same time? Very good question, and quite a common question that I get asked quite a bit actually. So what I would suggest when you're trying to you know, sing and play at the same time, the first thing is that whatever you're going to play, the first thing that you're going to play and sing, it's very important that you know the guitar part. Yeah, that's seriously important. So let's just say it was a Beatles song, a simple Beatles song. It's very important that you know. You'll get worried. You'll get used to Leo. He's the comedian of the group, and a good comedian. And I do like to see Leo. He brightens up the day. Okay, so don't take any notice to his advice. What you need to do is you need to know the song very well to start with. Okay, so let's presume that you've done that and you know the song very well. Okay, so you want to then, once you can play it without thinking about it too much, which is very important, then you can start humming or whistling or la la la. So you might go la 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 la. So that's the kind of next step. You're trying to get the syllables in. So you've learnt the song, the chords. You don't have to think about that. Very, very important. And then you're just la 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 da da da. And so once you can do that, then you can start with the words. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing there in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Yeah, so you just build on it. You start out, you get the guitar so you know it inside out. You don't even have to think about it. Then what you do is you start humming the melody or whistling the melody and just trying to get accustomed to the melody. And then you can gradually add the words and stuff. So that would be my advice to you for that kind of stuff, yeah? And I've just put a tutorial on YouTube of Let It Be, and that's a great one, yeah? Good question, James. It's a little difficult one to answer in a sense, yeah? How long should you spend learning a song? Well, if you're kind of learning and you're starting out and stuff like that, I would suggest that you kind of spend, say, a week. A week's a kind of good time, you know. Obviously, this depends. Leo's putting me off here. I'm sorry about this, James. But basically, about a week. You know, if you spend a week doing something, you should have the bare bones of it, you know. But if you kind of spent a month on something and you're still not a whole lot further forward, you know it's very much, you've tried to reach too far. Now, there's no harm in having something on the go that you periodically visit, and which does take a longer time, you know, that's actually fine. But you should be making progress, because the important thing is, one thing to bear in mind is that it's got to maintain your interest, because if it doesn't maintain your interest, then you're either going to put the guitar down or you're going to end up frustrated, and that's the very, very thing that you're trying to avoid. So you must avoid that at all costs. Keep it interesting. That's really important, yeah. And so that should be some guide to you as to, you know, how it kind of goes, as it were. If you listen to the song or play with the song, yeah, Daniela's got a great point there, you know. That's the way I used to learn things for a very long time. You know, I'd always listen to the song, and I still do it to this day. I've been listening to the Clapton today, recently. And so I still do that. I still use that to this day, you know, and I can. One of the most important things is a lot of people want to play all that kind of solo stuff and things like that. Um, oh, geez whiz, sometimes these things really throw me off when I'm discussing. I shouldn't really look at it, because that was quite an important point and it's completely gone away now. Somebody remind me what I was saying, please. It will remind me. It will come back. I'm sorry, I've just got to think about this. Oh, jeez, it's gone away. I was going to give you a real pearl of wisdom there. Yeah, wanting to play solos. That was something, wasn't it, Jay? Yeah, thank you. So, when it comes to playing solos and things, it's very, very important to be able to hear it, because if you can't hear it, it's just a series of notes, which is going to be very, very difficult for you to learn. So this is why I often think that, all the YouTube thing that I do and many other people do is a fantastic thing. But like Daniela was saying, you must incorporate some listening practice into what you're doing, else you're never going to develop your ears. Now, YouTube is fantastic for many things. It helps people learn the guitar in really, really quickly. But what it doesn't do is teach you how to use your ears. It could never do that. Okay, it's just very, very important that you listen to stuff. That's the only way that you can really develop your oral skills, as it were. So, like I say, if you can't hear it, it's going to be very, very difficult to play it. So, for example, when I listen to the Layla thing, which I'm running through at the moment, I listen to a phrase and then I try and replicate the phrase, because I can hear it. So, for example, the first little opening lick on Layla, I listen to it, and then I'm able to think, right, okay, it goes. I can hear that, so it makes it a whole lot easier to kind of be able to play it, as it were. Else, what you're kind of doing is you're kind of. It's just very hard, essentially it's very, very hard if you haven't developed those oral skills to hear what the solo is. And you're better doing that with kind of, simple things to start with. It's very important to know your ability. This is something that's difficult to get across sometimes on lessons. So it's very, very important to know where your ability lies. So then you know what kind of things to approach, what things are within range. That's a very, very important thing to know your capabilities. So, if you've just started out, you're not going to start on a great big long solo, which is difficult. So you're better off starting with something very simple, say like, on Before You Accuse Me. The solo on that's kind of, well, that's kind of easy to hear, isn't it? Yeah. So that makes it a little bit easier, but then you come into the more difficult parts. So it's important to hear, obviously. You've got to hear these things. I guess I'm just repeating myself now, but it is a very, very important point to be able to do that. So develop your ears whenever you can. Always try and listen to the songs. It's very, very important. There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone, and some remain. All these memories have their moments of people and friends that came before. And know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I've loved them all. Lovely little song to learn, that one. Don't know if you've had a go at that one. What are my thoughts on open D tuning? Yeah, I like open D tuning. It's nice. It's great little tuning. And I've done a lot of lessons on some open D tuning songs and things like that. Great finger picking one. I'm going to be looking at some Blind Willie McTell and things like that, because a lot of those old blues players are Yeah. Yeah, it's quite an easy one, that, Katie. It's not too difficult. It's just a drop D, and you're playing a D chord. Hey, Richard, great to see you. Statesboro Blues. That's a cracking song, Richard. Absolute cracker. We'll have to take a look at that on one of our lessons sometime, maybe, Richard, if you play it, yeah? Well, that's why you like it. Why do you like it, Katie? Sorry, because it's simple? Yeah, nice one, that. Blind Willie McTell. Wait, so I'm not sure how much fun it is to sit and watch me practice, guys, but I just thought I'd fire up the camera as there is no kind of Joe show and stuff like that today. So, yeah, I'll just stick around for another 5 minutes. And then I better let you get on with your day. I'm sure you've all got kind of stuff to do. Better stuff than watching me kind of... I don't know how interesting that is. You'll have to tell me, because often I'm thinking, should I fire up the camera? Shouldn't I? You know, when I'm just having a standard practice. It would be nice because you like the little blues videos the best, Katie. Which one? Anyone's particular? No problem. Yeah. How about Garden Tonight? Yeah, I think I'm meant to be doing that. I wanted to see that actually, which was I beg my baby and tears in my eyes, but she still doubt me. caused me to cry. 'Cause now she's gone, I don't worry, 'cause I'm still on top of the world. Now she's gone, take it easy, 'cause I'm still on top of the world. The boys and girls sung this lonesome song by my baby when she left me, hurt me to the bone. But now she's gone, I don't worry, because I'm still on top of the world. Now this is why I'll say, just as you're going, there'll be no more worrying from this day on. 'Cause she's gone, I don't worry, because I'm still on top of the world. Now when I'm dead and in my grave, no more woman will I crave, because I'll be gone, no need to worry, because I'm still on top of the world. Now when I'm sleeping in my grave, just think how poor Joe used to be a slave, but now he's gone, no, don't need to worry, 'cause he's still on top of the world. Yeah, Philippine Fandango. Hey, Leo, I'm glad you. It's interesting to know that, Leo, because I always think you're quite a good judge of, things that work and maybe don't work. So that's interesting. I just feel that, it's kind of it's a little bit different for me to do things this way. I'd kind of like to develop it, but I'm not sure how it goes down because it's such random times. And we talked about this in the past when you were saying how important it is to have a regular slot, which I did take it on board. But some things just happen to be random and just, off the cuff, as it were. But I guess, as long as there's people watching and stuff like that, it doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, I need another guitarist with me here, I'm afraid, to do all the nice little solo bits and stuff like that. Well, I've been down that road before, and I ain't going back no more. Just a replay in my mind. I'm falling way behind. Don't know why I do, chasing you this time. Care a lot about those days. Our life was in that phase. Things have changed somehow, but it's all behind us now. Don't know why I do, chasing you this time. I know it's the same old story. We can't bring it back. I know it's the same old story. It's hard, but it's a fact. You know, it's true what you're saying there, Leo. You can have such fun with such basic things. I'm going to finish on this note, yeah? So just remember that if your timing is good and your kind of playing is good, then you can take three chords and sound very good, you know? So there's no point trying to reach for the heavens and play all these really, really complicated kind of songs, you know, when you can have so much fun just learning these very simple. I've said it so many times before. If you just learn an E chord, an E blues chord, and on YouTube, over on YouTube, Alfie, if you're not too sure about all this stuff, watch my blues guitar for complete beginners. It's all on YouTube, and I talk you through the basics of being able to play this style of music. And there's a lot to be said for it. As Leo's pointed out there, we have these play-alongs and things whereby they're very, very simple. You can have a whole lot of fun just playing these very, very simple little songs. But if you play them well and your timing is good, then it's going to sound really good. So it's well worth taking the time. It's a little bit like last week on the Joe Show. We were looking at kind of just two chords, yeah? Just A, which that's just A, and E. Same thing with the E, and this is all in my blues guitar for complete beginners, these basic ideas, yeah? Was a teenage wedding and the old folks wished them well. You can tell that Pierre didn't truly love the man was ill. And now the young monsieur madame rang the chapel bell. Say la vie, say the old folks, goes to show you never can tell. They had a hi-fi phone on board, it let it blast. 700 little records, all rock and rhythm and jazz. And now the young monsieur madame rang the chapel bell. Say la vie, say the old folks, goes to show you never can tell. you know, I talked about this kind of last week as well. You see how simple that is and how kind of cool it sounds, you know. I think I'm fairly safe to say it sounds fairly cool, you know, and it's not difficult. And, you know, you can then learn little licks like this. Yeah, so not too difficult, and you can have a whole lot of fun with this kind of stuff. So keep it simple, you know. Timing is far, far more important than trying to play tricky songs and really difficult songs and stuff like that. If your timing's great and right on the money, you're gonna sound cool, you know, just with a couple of chords. And it's the same, you know, if you learn this basic shape, there's just so many songs you can play. Mark Bolan, Get It On, you know, and Honky Tonk Woman, you know. Which I know, Leo, I'm going to have to learn a little bit of, well, not learn, but after to revive, I should say, a couple of stones for Leo. He's been very patient on that score, but the old, I did. You know, all these kind of things. So yeah, maybe that's the lesson to take away. Keep it really simple and just enjoy, you know, just enjoy playing, because that way you're going to kind of keep playing. That's the important thing. It's to try and keep playing along and not get fed up or frustrated and end up putting the guitar down and never really picking it up again. Keep it interesting. Try not to get too frustrated with it. And you know, if you experience those things like frustration and just not kind of wanting to play and stuff like that, in all likelihood it's because you're kind of trying to reach for something maybe a little bit difficult. Hey Cynthia, nice to see you as well. um it could be that you're just trying to reach for something a little bit too difficult for yourself. So just back off a little bit, learn a simple song. I mean, if you go over to my YouTube channel, you'll see hundreds of really easy songs, and just find something that you know you'll find kind of quite easy. I think that's far better route to take. Um, so that's a kind of good way of going about it, you know, and you won't get fed up that way as well. So I think that's a good little bit of advice for you there. Um, I was thinking of actually. Do you recognise this one, folks? This is kind of quite a nice one. Now, if anybody wants a real kind of workout in chord transitioning, which is a very, very important part of playing guitar, then this is a great song. No, it's not that, Daniela. Yeah, well done, Alfie. So if you want a real good song in chord transitioning, then try this, okay? Again, you'll find the lesson over at YouTube. It goes like this. Round, control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. Ground control to Major Tom. Commencing countdown, engines on. Check ignition and may God's love be with you. Wong. You got all that crazy stuff going on, and it goes, this is ground control to Major Tom. You've really made the grade, and the papers want to know who shed your breath. Now it's time to leave the capsule if you dare. This is Major Tom to ground control. I'm stepping through the door, and I'm floating in the most peculiar way. Tell the stars look very different today. For here am I sitting in a tin can, far above the world. Planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing I can do. Though I'm past 100,000 miles, I'm feeling very still, and I think my spaceship knows which way to go. Tell my wife I love her very much, she knows. Ground control to Major Tom, your circuit's dead. There's something wrong. Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear? Am I floating in my tin can? Anyway, I'm out of breath now. So there's a little bit of old Space Oddity, but as you can see, it's a great workout for your chord transitioning, and that's one of the skills you really need to develop to be a good guitarist. Hey there, James, good to see you. So chord transitioning, timing, two of the most fundamental aspects of playing the guitar well. So you might think, playing some really tricky number is the ultimate in guitar playing, but it's not really. It's just much, much more about having good timing, good chord transitioning and things like that. And that will go a long way by itself. So, as I say, I think that's worth taking note of. So, my word, look at this. I've been on, I believe, for about an hour, which is way longer than I thought I was going to be on. So, I'm going to finish off now, guys. And I just wanted to thank you all for joining me. So let me give you all a shout out, as I usually do. Who have we got here still? If you'd like a little shout out, then let me know that you're still here, and I'll say a little hello and goodbye to you all, folks, which would be if you'd like me to. Thanks, Mick. I will do, you too. And all the rest of you folks. Have a great day. Yeah, have a really nice day. And Jenna, you're very welcome. Alfie, yeah, I'll keep it going. Don't you worry about that. And Bristol, I'm glad you enjoyed it. You have a good day as well. Great to catch up with you all. I don't know if Leo and Pat and Daniela are still about, but bye to you guys as well. And thank you very much indeed for joining me. And you've got a night off tonight, no Joe show. Yeah, I'll keep safe. You too, Leo. I hope that things are going all right there over in France, yeah. Well done, Daniela. That's one I'll have to think of, isn't it? That's another Beatles one. I need to start knocking a few more Beatles songs out. Actually, you say hello and I say goodbye. It's a good song, that actually. Thanks, Katie. You take care as well. It'll be nice to catch up with you one of these days, but I don't think you're going to do the Facebook thing. I appreciate that, but it's just a great opportunity so I can see how people are doing, because people post their videos over there, so I can hear people playing, give them a few tips and stuff like that. So it's kind of handy. You take care, Patricia. I will see you later, no doubt. And yeah, we'll do some kind of stuff. So I look forward to seeing you all next week. All right, with the Joe Show, folks. You, in the meantime, take care. Look after yourselves. Have a great weekend. Keep plucking and enjoy more than anything else. You know. Hello, I love you. Won't tell me your name. I don't get that, Leo. Am I being slow? I'm obviously slow. I'm not up to date on all these songs. It's the Doors, is it, or something? I don't know. Come on, baby, light my fire. I'm missing all of this. It's a joke I'm not in on, obviously. Unfortunately, I was wringing my hands and crying. Unfortunately, I was wringing my hands and crying. I believe to my soul that your daddy's Gulfport bound. From Memphis to Norfolk, his voice sings alright. All right, folks. Great to share that little hour with you. Have a great weekend, and please join me again next week for the Joe Show. And see if you can tell a friend or two, so we build our audience on the Friday. That would be really great to see a few more faces. So in the meantime, take care, look after yourselves, and keep well. All the best, folks.